Our top stories this morning, military troops from 6 European countries have arrived in Greenland as part of the first deployment of NATO's Operation Arctic Endurance. They're providing personnel in a show of support as President Trump continues his push for a U.S. takeover of the island. He claims the Danish territory is essential for America's national security. Some good news if you're thinking about buying a home. Mortgage rates have dropped to their lowest level in more than 3 years. The average 30-year fixed loan is now just over 6%, a level not seen since 2022. Lower rates could ease some pressure, but some home prices are still a challenge for many buyers because they are still very high. And Wikipedia is celebrating its 25th anniversary today. The online encyclopedia first launched on January 15th, 2001. It has since grown into the largest knowledge depository on the internet and a starting point for many people's online searches. Wikipedia has more than 65 million articles across 300 languages. Or there's a huge recall to tell you about involving mini fridges over the possibility they could catch on fire. More than 300,000 6-can mini fridge models sold by Curtis International are being pulled from store shelves. The internal electrical components could short circuit, creating a fire hazard. They fall under the Frigidaire brand name and were sold exclusively at Target. The model number you need to watch out for is EFMIS 121. All right, the FIFA World Cup, Sandra, coming to LA this year. You have more on a new program using soccer to uplift communities all across the region.
That's right, Jen. The hype is real. We're so excited. The global stage coming here to Los Angeles to host this year's FIFA World Cup. We have 8 matches, a lot of action on the pitch, starting in June, of course, but the impact of the World Cup will last far beyond the world's largest single sporting event. Legacy programs will serve the community for a lifetime. Now, this is a partnership with the Play Equity Fund, using the power of the world's game to create lasting, meaningful impact across the LA region. So here to talk about all this is Renata Simrel. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me back for the update.
This is so exciting because, again, it's the impact that the World Cup is going to have here in Los Angeles. Whether you like soccer or not, right? It's the community that's going to be uplifted, the children that's going to benefit from this. So tell us all about Legacy 26.
Yeah, certainly. So this is, we just launched our Champions, Extraordinary Champions here in Los Angeles. It's a video series that we started with 26 champions, organizations that are showing up doing extraordinary things in their community and using the beautiful game to anchor health and wellness, belonging, coaching education, and we also created video series so that we can really share with the world the extraordinary things that these organizations are doing. And so the first 2 were launched this week, and we're going to launch a video every week leading up to the World Cup in June.
And we're taking a look at some of the 26 community champions that were selected through all of this. And look at all the smiles on these young people's faces. And that is really, truly what this all means for them. And the videos really show the passion behind what each community is doing, what each group is doing, the nonprofits,
right.
And specifically the latest was GALS. Tell us about that.
Yeah, GALS is one of the only middle schools in the LAUSD system that's an all-girls academy for middle school girls, and they started about 8 years ago, and they wanted to launch a sports program, and so this is an opportunity for them to expand their sport program to about 50 girls, and in some cases, Sandra, this is the first time girls have really engaged in sports. And when we visited once, I said, what surprised you most about, your program, using sport, play, and movement? And it's the girls didn't realize that their heart rate would elevate, and they thought something was wrong. And so when we came back to do the video, just to see the smiles and the focus on health and wellness and the activity, that's really what this program is about, is taking these small grassroots programs that aren't normally seen or don't have resources, and to be able to shine the light of the World Cup, the world's beautiful game, on these community organizations, and to say, we see you, we want to support you because what you're doing is important.
It's so frustrating because so many times kids just want to play, but in this day and age you have to pay to play. You got to secure a field, you got to pay the coaches' fees. There needs to be resources out there, and that's what Legacy 26 is doing, making it an even playing field, right, as much as possible, to be able to provide a place for kids to play.
That's exactly right, and that's why the Los Angeles Host Committee and Kathy Schlossman, president of the Los Angeles Sports and Entertainment Company, who is the organization that really bids on and hosts these major sporting events, said, who can we partner with that really knows about social impact and legacy? And the LA84 Foundation, the legacy of the 1984 Olympic Games, that had been driving impact and leveling the field, and bringing Olympians not to the spectacle, but actually making Olympians in life. Let's partner with this organization so that we can really use these major sporting events coming to Los Angeles to make sure that there's impact in community. And we hope that all of your viewers go on to the Los Angeles Football Club website, take a look at these organizations, post them on social, follow us on social media, repost, really get to know these organizations and find out how you can help really anchor and ensure that all kids are able to benefit from this World Cup.
And you're talking about benefits. Health and wellness goes beyond just dreams of being a pro. It doesn't have to get to that level. It's moving your body to stay healthy. And you're an athlete. The idea of being in sports creates so many opportunities for kids, not just their well-being, but also just learning about sportsmanship, right? Creating confidence. And it's so disheartening to know that a lot of kids opt out of sports by the age of 13, especially girls.
Yeah.
So this is really providing a lot of opportunity.
It is, and I think all of what you said, double-clicking on that for sure, but I think the other is our kids are stuck on devices.
Yeah.
And the isolation epidemic, this lack of belonging. When you look at these videos and you see these kids playing and laughing, they're finding their team, their tribe, where they can try new things without judgment, and really sort of anchoring that team spirit with that well-trained coach, really creates these environments for kids to say that I belong here. And then once they're they take a breath and, they're able to see that they can kick a ball or, pass a ball or whatever the case may be. They say, wow, I'm actually good at something. And then that starts those life skills that you talked about so aptly. And certainly the transformational power of sport for girls in particular. I wouldn't be the president and CEO of the L84 Foundation hadn't been for sports. And we want to ensure that we're providing that not to boys, not just to girls, but to boys and girls across Southern California, so that they can find their true path through sports.
Every community and everyone belongs. I love that message. Thank you so much. For more information, of course, on all of these important programs, the 26 community champions, you could go to LosAngelesFWC26.com. Maria, you know about sports.
Well, I wish that I had played it when I was a kid, that's for sure. So these programs are so important. But my son definitely keeps me out there, and the importance of it, well, it's immeasurable. It's so valuable. Good stuff there, Sandra. Thank you. Good morning to you on this Friday. Whether you have plans to be out there on the pitch this weekend or indoors at the beach, the mountains, it does look like it's going to be a gorgeous holiday weekend for us. This weather is sponsored by My Home Sold. There's also a little game this weekend. I don't know if you've heard of the football game that's happening on Sunday. The Rams heading over to Soldier Field in Chicago. It's going to be cold. What a difference. It's cold there today. 11 in Bismarck, 30 in Chicago, 32 in Minneapolis. This cold air extends all the way to the southeast over Florida today with, I think our temperatures will be the warmest in the country, certainly much warmer than Miami, where I think they're on the lookout for iguanas falling out of the trees. That's how cold it's going to be this weekend. Looking at the Rams heading into Chicago this Sunday, it's going to feel more like 4 degrees on Sunday. That's a 75-degree difference. So that is going to be an adjustment with that chance for snow. The game's going to be very interesting with all that weather. For us, we've got an area of high pressure that has been in control of our weather. We're still getting that offshore flow this weekend, so it'll still warm us up. The changes will come next week. By next week, Wednesday, Thursday, the clouds will arrive, and according to this computer model, perhaps some precipitation. It looks very light, and at this point it's about a 10% chance for some light showers as we get to next week Thursday. I'll keep you posted as we get closer. In the meantime, though, today if you're headed to the beach, temperatures on the sand low 70s. Surf height's a little bit bigger in Ventura County, 3 to 5 feet. LA County beaches 2 to 4 feet. Orange County a little smaller with that 1 to 3 foot sets. Here is our 7-day forecast as we gradually cool it down into next week. Still above average through Wednesday, and then we'll dip slightly below on on Thursday with the clouds and that chance for some showers, as I mentioned, 10% by Thursday. But before that, we'll be in the 80s still and upper 70s. That's pretty nice. Very un-January-like. The Valley's 83, feels more like June, right? And then we'll get down to the low 70s by midweek next week. The mountains 59 today. Beautiful conditions up on the slopes. If you are headed there, it's going to be nice. They're making so much snow up in Big Bear, Snow Summit. You get a chance to go tubing in Snow Valley. So really a nice weekend up into the mountains. So take advantage of it if you can. 68 in the high desert to Palm Springs, 82 degrees later this afternoon. It's going to be nice with all that sunshine. MLK Day, 80 degrees, and then cooling a little bit, 75 on Thursday. All right, let's do some TV shout-outs before you walk out that door. We've got some special shout-outs here to this trio, Crew, Maverick, and Matthew. Aw, so cute. This must be your holiday picture. Your mom, Ashley, loves you so much, and she sent us that photo. And then this little cutie pie. Happy first birthday to Clarity of Adelanto, California. I like the old-fashioned phone. So cute.
She'll never know what that's like.
Little throwback. No, she won't know what to do with it. Keep those pictures coming. All you have to do is email them to us, tvshoutouts@fox.com. Make sure you attach the photo. Make sure you give us the name. That's really important. tvshoutouts@fox.com. Jet, back to you.
All right, thank you, Maria. So coming up, we will have the world's most hated tourist attraction, and yeah, it's right here in Los Angeles. Can you guess? Can you guess? And from classic to over the top, we're going to show you where to find some tasty burgers this weekend. Yum. morning. Welcome to Good Day LA. It is 8 o'clock on this Friday. I'm Jen Lammers.
Yeah, a fun and a busy morning for you on this January the 16th. Thanks for being with us. I'm Bob DeCastro, and here's a look at some of the stories we'll be covering this morning. Mario.
Federal agents in unmarked vehicles move into downtown LA's Fashion District. The latest ICE operation to spark fear among business owners. We're live with that story coming up.
Mario, thank you. Also, a body found in an abandoned, burned-out church in North Hills. We'll have the latest on the investigation.
Also, an unusual overnight move through Southern California overnight, how it's bringing a home and hope to fire-damaged Altadena. First, let's get to Maria with a check on the weather. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday indeed, and it is going to be a beautiful weekend weather-wise, whatever you have planned, whether you're hitting the beach or maybe going up to the mountains and taking advantage of the snow. We do have some perfect weather for that. Current visibility map showing just a little bit of cloud cover here, just off the coast of Long Beach and Orange County. Patchy clouds elsewhere, really mostly sunny skies. That's the product of the offshore flow, and these winds still coming out of the northeast, not as gusty as it has been, so that's the good news. No wind advisories even in effect. It is currently 53 in Burbank, 55 in Santa Monica, 54 in Ontario. Big Bear, it's 27 degrees. That is why they're making lots of snow, because of those cold temperatures overnight and early morning hours. 82 eventually later this afternoon in Palm Springs in the Coachella Valley, 68 in the high desert to that 59 in Big Bear today. So yeah, if you're going up there, you gotta, you can probably wear the t-shirt and board down the hill. 81 for downtown LA. That's well above the average of 68 to the mid-70s at the coast. I'll show you the extended outlook. There is a chance for some showers. I'll talk about that when I come back. In the meantime, let's head back up to Stu in Sky Fox, get a look at our traffic conditions outside. Hey, Stu. Very nice, beautiful sunshine.
It is beautiful sunshine, and Maria, I love the dynamic weather, the possibility of rain after it's been so beautiful. I mean, is this Los Angeles? I don't even know anymore. But I can tell you that 405 also throwing me for a loop. Look at that. It is moving along super well. Is Friday light for sure. Coming away from the 118 all the way down to almost, Burbank before you start really kind of hitting the brakes, and then it's a slow ride over the Sepulveda Pass, but it has been a lot worse. That 405 drive southbound from the 118 over to Sunset Boulevard looking really good this morning, and northbound lanes wide open and moving fast. Sending it back to y'all in the studio. Good morning.
Good morning, Stu. Thanks so much. Major ice raid in downtown LA's Fashion District left people shaken.
Several people were detained, and Mario Ramirez joins us live from there with more. Good morning.
Good morning. I was just talking to a business owner here who sells wholesale clothing. She's been in the Fashion District for the last 5 years, and she says business just hasn't been the same since this area was first targeted by raids back in June over the summer, and she expects things to get even worse with this latest operation. Now take a look. Video here showing it unfold. This is near the intersection of Maple Avenue and 11th Street here in the Fashion District, where witnesses say people ran and screamed as federal agents moved into the area. An apparent immigration enforcement operation with armed federal agents blocking the street in unmarked vehicles. Businesses quickly shutting their doors, some locking up midday as fear was spreading through the busy shopping area. Home to hundreds of small family-run and predominantly Latino businesses. A woman who works in the area described the scene as chaotic, saying she saw around 10 agents during the operation.
Just running left and right and going inside the shops. One of my girls started bringing down the gate because they were scared. It's empty. Nobody's around here because they're scared. People are just crying.
The people is running and scared, and then into the business. The people walk inside, and then they're not scared, and then, oh my God, the ICE is here.
And it's not the first time. Again, the Fashion District has been targeted. During ICE operations here in June, dozens were detained from workplaces, leading to closed storefronts and a drop in business. Now, representatives from the Fashion District confirmed the federal activity Thursday and issued a statement saying, in part, the LA Fashion District remains open, resilient, and rooted in a strong community for small businesses. It continues to add, we encourage everyone to continue showing love and support for the merchants, workers, and creatives who are here every day. Now, back out here live, we have reached out to Department of Homeland Security officials for more on this operation and how many people were taken into federal custody, but have yet to hear back. Live downtown, I'm Mario Ramirez. Back to you.
All right, Mario, thank you. Protesters continue to clash with ICE agents in Minneapolis. This all comes just 1 week after Renee Good was shot and killed by an ICE agent. Protesters gathering outside the federal building, some seen trying to break down a chain-link fence in front of the building. Others swarmed a federal car, causing an agent inside to draw a handgun. President Trump has threatened to invoke the Insurrection Act to try and bring an end to the protests. The law allows the commander-in-chief to send in the military to a state or federalized National Guard troops, but under certain conditions.
Now to the latest crisis in Iran, gripped, of course, by nationwide protests for more than 2 weeks.
Roxy's here with the new developments. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Massive demonstrations against the regime broke out in late December, quickly spread across the nation, but there are signs of a slowdown. Are things scaling back? Well, there are reports of calmer scenes on the streets of Tehran, but it is really important to note and not forget this is an extremely volatile situation. Nearly 2,700 people, including children, have been killed during the violent crackdown by security forces. One thing to also note here is that number is likely much higher. The lack of information and the ability to confirm delayed information is keeping that number very low than what the reality actually is. President Trump appears to be perhaps backing away from military intervention after the Iranian regime promised to halt executions of protesters. But yesterday, the UN Security Council did hold an emergency meeting on Iran at the president's request, and no options at this point appear to be off the table.
President Trump is a man of action, not endless talk like we see at the United Nations.
My strong suspicion is the president is waiting to get the correct military package in place.
We could do it. We may not be able to do it at the scale we did before Ready, Set, Go, but I believe we could go in there, disrupt their command and control, shut down their ability to respond, and make significant strikes.
Iran's internet shutdown has severely diminished the flow of information out of the country. There are brief periods when communication, though, is getting through. As you know, we have a very large Iranian-American community here in Southern California, the largest community outside of Iran. So many people extremely concerned. Fair to say they haven't had a good night's sleep since all of this began. They are closely monitoring the situation. And so coming up at 10 o'clock, we will be speaking with one of those people. She's actually an international human rights attorney. She will join us. She was born here in LA, but to Iranian parents, and she says she has worked on Iran since 2009. I've been in communication with her, and I just want to let you know what she texted me this morning, because I think it really sets the scene of what the people of this community are feeling and going through. She said, "The reality is that this is one of the gravest mass atrocities in modern times, and the kill rate is the same as the Rwandan genocide in the 90s. The Iranian people will kick this regime out." That is the feeling that this community has right now.
You said it's still unclear, like, how many people have died there so far.
Right.
Numbers as high as 20,000. All right.
Thank you, Roxia. We'll look forward to hearing more from her. Well, this morning, the U.S. and Taiwan have agreed on a trade tariff deal following negotiations. The two have come to an agreement on a 15% tariff charge on Taiwan's goods coming into the U.S. The tariff rate has no added fees on some products like semiconductors. Taiwanese companies will also invest in semiconductors and related products.
U.S. allies in Europe have sent troops to Greenland while President Trump pushes for a takeover of the Danish territory. Military troops from 6 European countries have arrived on the semi-autonomous Danish territory as part of the first deployment Operation Arctic Endurance. That's what it's being called. The deployment involves a few dozen personnel from Denmark, France, Germany, Sweden, Norway, Finland, the Netherlands, and the UK for what they call a reconnaissance mission. Trump says the Danish territory is essential for America's national security.
We're learning more now about the bomb threats that forced the evacuation of the Park West Bicycle Casino and Hotel in Bell Gardens. This all happened yesterday. Casino security received a phone call about a bomb threat around 4 o'clock. Bell Gardens mayor told news media the caller demanded $50,000, claiming they'd open fire on the casino floor if the demand was not met. They also claimed to have somebody nearby with a bomb. Police evacuated the hotel and casino while SWAT teams checked the property for explosives. Nothing was found. The all-clear was given at 9 o'clock last night.
A local project giving old houses new life and helping fire-displaced families get back home faster. So look at this. This is a home that's moved through the streets of Southern California overnight. LA-based architecture and interiors firm Omgivning launched a project that moves existing homes slated for demolition to fire-damaged lots in Altadena. The idea is to relocate and rebuild these homes rather than start from scratch. This idea apparently saves time, money, and some say historic character. The first homes involved are craftsman style. They were cut into different sections and then transported piece by piece through the city. The company estimates that these moves are around half to two-thirds of the cost of a new build.
All right, 8:11 this morning, coming up, a major scandal in college basketball has led to charges against dozens of players, how they allegedly fixed games to help gamblers win money.
Also, from classic to over the top, we will show you how to find tasty burgers this weekend.
I want one.
Burger does sound pretty good.
I want a smash burger.
What's your go-to burger? A look at some of our top stories this morning. Police are investigating after a homeowner shot a home invasion suspect. It happened overnight in Redlands on Church Street. The suspect taken to a hospital. The homeowner was not hurt.
The man charged with killing conservative activist Charlie Kirk is back in court today. Tyler Robinson's defense team is expected to ask the judge to disqualify the prosecutors from the case. They argue a family member of one of the prosecutors was at the event where Kirk was assassinated. The state denies any conflict, and they're seeking the death penalty if he is convicted.
A U.S. judge blocks a bid by Amazon to stop a deal to help Saks Fifth Avenue. The judge approved an initial $400 million lifeline for Saks to stay afloat. Amazon is one of several creditors for Saks Fifth Avenue and invested $475 million in preferred equity to help Saks buy Neiman Marcus. But Amazon says Saks did not abide by the terms of its investment.
Developing this morning, we are learning that Nick Reiner was reportedly placed under a mental health conservatorship, apparently years before he allegedly stabbed his parents to death. The New York Times reports he was under a court-ordered conservatorship from 2020 through the following year. His mental health is expected to play a key role in his defense. The 32-year-old son of actor-director Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle has been held without bail since he was arrested last month. He's been charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder.
A federal investigation is uncovering a scheme to rig college basketball games. Charges have now been filed against 26 people, including 15 former or current college players. Prosecutors say a group of fixers and gamblers recruited players with the promise of a big payment in exchange for purposefully underperforming during games. The bribes reportedly ranged from $10,000 to $30,000 per game.
Big Bear Mountain Resort is ready for the MLK holiday weekend. All the rain we had recently left Big Bear's trails, though, without any fresh powder. But you know what? Thanks to cold temperatures, the resort has been hard at work making man-made snow. Earlier on Good Day, we caught up with Justin Canton about what people can expect as they head there this weekend.
We have about 21 trails total across all 3 mountains for this weekend. Hopefully more. We might get Chair 7 here at Snow Summit open by Friday or by tomorrow. And then we do have some stuff for kids and families too. If you're not quite into the skiing and snowboarding, we have tubing, we have snow play at Snow Valley. So there's plenty of stuff to come see and do. Plus, it's just a great time to get out, get up above it. Should be a nice, bright, sunny weekend. Plenty of fresh air to enjoy. So come up and see us.
If you're interested in the sun and snow this weekend, he recommends, of course, booking in advance.
You just hope that eventually we'll get some snow up there,
I know.
right? It's good for the resorts.
The real stuff.
And it's also good for the town, because when it starts snowing, then people here in the basin, they want to go up and see the snow, right? Or drive up there. It helps the economy.
I have to say that they're having a little bit of a rough time, so I do encourage everybody to go up there.
It's fun nonetheless.
Go to the,
it is fun.
Go to the, coffee shops, you know, there's cute little stores, especially up from Crestline, Running Springs, all the way up into Lake Arrowhead and Big Bear. They want you, so go and pay them a visit, because they're making lots of snow, and it's
the air is cleaner up there.
It is cleaner.
I always say you can get a tree bath. You know,
right. Yeah.
Like truly,
that's a good way of putting it.
Yeah, because of all the oxygen. It's just a really healthy environment. If you do travel today into the upper Midwest, boy, it is going to be a cold, snowy weekend from the northern plains all the way into the Midwest and the east and the northeast, even as far south as the Carolinas with that snow, and even into the southeast with some very cold temperatures. There's a game this weekend, as you know, the Rams are playing the Bears, and look at what our Bears, is that what you Bears? Man, look at the temperature difference from the 79 degrees we're expecting here on Sunday in downtown LA to 18 in Chicago. Feels like 4, so that's a 75-degree difference if you're traveling there to check out the game. It is an open air field, so there'll be some snow in the forecast. It'll be an interesting game to watch for sure. Area of high pressure has been the dominant feature in our weather. It's going to start to weaken this weekend into next week. And that will mean a bit of a cooling trend, but it'll be slow going as we get into next week with a 10% chance for showers on Thursday. In the meantime, though, we're still looking at 70s and 80s to the MLK holiday on Monday. So whatever you have planned outside, it's going to be nice. Today, 81 degrees. Tomorrow, similar conditions with summer-like conditions in the afternoons. I'll show you the 7-day forecast in just a couple of minutes. But first, let's check in on traffic. Samada's back in studio with a look at our freeways. Hey, Samada.
Good morning, Maria. Good morning, everyone. We are going to help you out with your drive, especially through the downtown LA area. You'd see Friday, I know a lot of people are out and about, and we've got 55 minutes your ride leaving downtown to get to the west side and northbound side of the 110 from the 405 as you push inbound, just 27 minutes, and not too bad. Westbound 60 from 57 as you make your inbound route from, say, the Diamond Bar area. And here's a look, a live freeway look Caltrans camera, southbound side of 405 at Fairview. Not too bad. A little slow, but still moving along. Meanwhile, the northbound side, hey, it's looking good at this hour. And to Maria's point, look at all the sunshine. Stay with us. We will be right back.
So those iconic illuminated pylons at LAX, they are coming down.
Oh, wow.
Crews are removing the 15 remaining pylons at the airport's entrance to make way for a roadway modernization project. Officials say the new design will ease traffic and improve safety and create better access for travelers and pedestrians. The updated roadways are set to be ready before the 2028 Olympics, with full completion by 2030. The pylons inside in 2000 have welcomed over 1 billion visitors. I hope they provide a way for people to, like, take a picture with these things. Because if you go to the airport now, you can't stop and take a picture or, you know.
Well, that's what we see, our cameras, you know, every morning we talk about the pylons.
But it's, you know, iconic to people, visitors from all over the world. And there's no, like, there's no way for you to step on the sidewalk and take a picture.
Well, hey, next time you're looking for a new book to read, don't pay too much attention to how many stars a reviewer online gives it. A new study from Denmark found that the star ratings are not always accurate. So experts say average ratings on websites like Goodreads, which lets users rate and review books, can hide both literary classics and highly divided reading experiences. The study concludes that the average rating does not automatically mean that a book is unimportant.
What I always go by? The number of pages.
Me too.
Remember your summer book read? You're like, Oh my gosh, I am not going to read that. Everybody picked the shortest books.
Yeah.
Okay, just in time for the cold and flu season, Progresso has brought back its soup-flavored hard candies called Soup Drops.
Oh.
The lozenges taste like its famous soups. This year, the chicken noodle flavor drops are back. Progresso has also added tomato basil, beef pot roast to line up. The company says the soup you can suck on, I've never heard of this, will be available every Thursday online at Walmart. It'll sell for $2.97, I guess, for a box or a tin or something.
Yeah.
It's the same price as a can of Progresso. The last time the soup drops were available, they were sold out in a few hours.
Huh.
It reminds me of Willy Wonka, remember in the movie?
Oh,
when I think she started chewing gum.
That's right. The snozberries taste like snozberries.
Violet Beauregard was, and she was like, now I'm tasting. She was like getting a whole meal in her mouth.
Was she the one who turned into a blueberry?
That's right.
Yeah.
Right, because she was bad.
She was bad. She's a bad apple. Right. She's a bad blueberry.
That's right.
Your old phone or computer could earn you a Costco shopping spree. How about that? The company is once again teaming up with Phobio for a tech trade-in program. So shoppers can head over to Phobio's website, fill out a form, and ship out their old devices. The program accepts a variety of brands of phones, laptops, tablets, smartwatches, desktops, and media players. All devices must be cleared of any information and shipped out. Once the devices are processed, you will receive a digital Costco shop card. Okay, so coming up, we're going to have the world's most hated tourist attraction. And yes, it's right here in Los Angeles.
Still a must-see, though. Also, don't forget, tonight it's going down between the Ducks and the Kings. The game is at 7:30 on Fox 11 Plus, KCOP, where we will televise all Ducks games throughout the season. Big matchup there. We'll be right back.
Sunday? Sunday.
Welcome back.
But it's Friday.
It is Friday.
And we're celebrating that.
You left out like the allergy forecast or whatever. You
oh
got,
my gosh.
You got Miss Sneezy's over here.
I know. I am
She's like,
all morning
really
long.
like suffering right
You know
now.
how to work that machine. You should go back to this a little. Yeah.
If anyone can give it back.
Yeah, you can help us
Who's
out
looking out for me up here? I am a little sneezy, though. What's going on?
Yeah. It's the allergies,
What's
right?
going on?
It is.
It'll come for you again.
Pardon me.
Bobby.
Pardon me.
And it's a clear, it's indeed, by the way. It's like it's still bad.
It should be a little better because the winds aren't that bad now. So it's just the dust in here.
Maybe it's this place. I don't know.
Did somebody put on some extra perfume? Sometimes that'll get me.
That was me yesterday.
Get my sneeze.
You smelled good yesterday. Thank you.
We have a holiday weekend coming up.
That's right.
Yeah,
You do.
Monday,
Yes, that's
MLK
right.
Day. We've got some parades that have been planned for that. So whatever you have planned actually this weekend, it's a go. Whether you're going to the Big Bear area, whether you're going to the beach.
Wow.
Plenty of sunshine and plenty of snow that they've been making up in our mountains. So you're good to go. Here it is, more like summer. We're saying more like June than January with our daytime highs here. Okay, you three carry on. I'll walk over to the green screen. You can continue to gossip. It's okay. Talk about the newscast. That's what you should do. Yes? That's what they do all the time.
us.
Yeah, that's what they do while I come over here to the green screen. But yes, the holiday is nice. You know, MLK Day with 70s and 80s still in the forecast. Now, looking ahead to next week, things might change by a chance for some showers, 10% by Thursday. 59 degrees right now for downtown LA, so it's really starting to warm up. And we have had some warm days. Look at this. Let's count them. 6 days in a row of above average temperatures. Yesterday was the warmest so far with that 84 degrees for downtown. And lucky we have had so much rain already this season. The first few days of January, we had so much rain, it totaled to almost 2.5 inches. In fact, the whole season so far, which isn't too far into the season just yet, 14.11 inches already. For the entire season through September, we typically only get 14.25 inches, so we're almost there. 8.55 inches above seasonal average, and there's just a teeny tiny chance we could add some more to the bucket by next Thursday. But here are the numbers. Typically, we would get around 68. That's average. 81 is what we're expecting today. 5:08 is the sunset time later this afternoon. All right, let's check in on traffic. Samada's back with a look at our freeways and the traffic conditions out there. Samada, what's going on?
Good morning, Marie. Good morning, everyone. While it is mostly freeway holiday light to kickstart your MLK holiday, but we do have a current problem spot. Multi-vehicle crash involving up to 3 vehicles eastbound side of the 60, right there at the 57. Already you could see the delays building behind that crash. And we also have your real-time traffic, 53 minutes leaving downtown to get to the west side, and your drive northbound 110 from the 405 inbound, 25 minutes. Here's a live Caltrans camera look, both directions of this portion of the 210. Looking nice and smooth. Wind conditions are still a little bit of an issue, but below advisory levels. Be careful out there. Send back over to you two.
All right, thank you. So new this morning, a federal judge has blocked the Trump administration's request for California's voter data. The Department of Justice wanted access to sensitive information like Social Security numbers to check voter rolls. California refused, citing privacy laws. Judge David Carter ruled the request could discourage voter registration and harm democracy. Voting rights groups praised the decision, calling it a win for privacy and democracy alike. The DOJ's lawsuits against other states are ongoing and could reach the Supreme Court.
LA County officials are considering homeless program cuts up to $219 million. This is because LA County is facing a budget shortfall of $303 million. Officials blame rising shelter costs, expiring grants, and lower sales tax revenue. The proposed cuts include reducing encampment clearings and outreach efforts. Critics say this goes against the voters' intent when Measure A boosted homelessness funding to $1 billion. The Board of Supervisors will vote on the plan February 3rd.
Displaced disaster victims will get temporary shelter faster under a new agreement between the nonprofits 211LA and Airbnb.org. The agreement is set to strengthen coordination and enable the nonprofits to shelter displaced disaster victims within 24 hours of the crisis. 211LA will identify the people who need emergency housing, while Airbnb.org will provide the actual free emergency housing. The two nonprofits helped 24 44,000 people and 2,800 pets during the Eaton and Palisades fires. This new agreement formalizes the partnership for future disasters.
All right, do you have any plans for the long holiday weekend? One of California's most iconic scenic drives is back. Caltrans has fully reopened Highway 1 through Big Sur Wednesday, a couple of months earlier than expected. It has taken 3 years to repair the road after multiple slides gobbled huge chunks of the beautiful and rugged Big Sur Coastline Highway. Area businesses have been struggling to stay open while being cut off from tourist travel from both the north and the south. As far as Big Sur merchants are concerned, summer level traffic is getting underway.
One of my favorite drives.
It is such a beautiful drive.
It's gorgeous there.
It's good to be back open.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's being called the ultimate Lunar New Year celebration. The 44th annual Asian American Expo kicks off tomorrow in Pomona.
Coco is live there with more on this. Gung Hei Fat Choi.
I'm still not able to say that, but at least I know what it means now.
By the end of today, please.
Okay.
I can guess what you guys are talking about.
Okay, that is exactly what he's talking about. He wants me to be able to say it as flawlessly as you did.
You
and
have
as he
multiple segments to practice.
That's what he said. Okay.
That's what we're going to have fun with this, okay?
Yes, we'll practice in between the breaks,
You will
too.
practice, okay?
So this is Gordon, by the way.
Hello
I really like Gordon. He's super cool. Part of the Asian American Expo. So many cool things to see, but also great merchandise, right?
Yeah, it's a family-friendly event that's good for the whole family, okay? And what I mean by that is we have the traditional component, you know, for dad, mom, grandparents, but there's a really big component, honestly, for all the young kids, and even just general market now, because, I mean, I'm getting closer to my 40s, but I love all this stuff, right?
It's great.
So at our event, okay, outside of just the traditional Asian American Expo, which has all the food, we have our Anime Impulse sister event as well too, which covers everything from anime, video games, all that modern pop culture stuff. We have K-Play Fest, which is, you know, how popular K-Pop Demon Hunter and just K-Pop music in general is. And on top of that, we have a Collectors Expo, which is the Pokemon cards, all the collectible TCG cards and all that. And it reflects on all the merchandise that you can see on our setup out here. Like, here, I mean, this is just a sample, right? Yeah. Like, check out how, like, all the art cards and all the things that can be done now. It's really beautiful what it is from merch now. I want to be a kid again, okay?
You're still a kid.
No, I'm talking about, like, I want to be a kid growing up right now, okay? Like, there is so much stuff to get. I mean, look at these collectibles. I don't think they had these when I was a kid, okay?
No, this is cool. Okay, so I've been staring at them. Tell me what this is over here, too.
Yeah, of course. So we're walking over here. Sorry, I gotta do a quick shout out to Astro Boy. Yes. Retro, throwback. So what we have at Anime Impulse is we have our VTubers. And for those that don't know, VTubers, they're digital avatars, but they're digital talents. It's the year 2026, right? Talents aren't just physical now. You have talents that are digital. So these five guys here combined, they're called By the Beat. That's the name of the group, okay? So they'll be hosting meet and greets throughout the weekend, and they have a very, very hardcore, I want to call them just, they're really hardcore fans, okay?
Yeah.
That, you know, that will be out for this. And honestly, this is just amazing, to say the truth. We have them actually scaled at their life size that they're supposed to be if they were projected out in person. So we'll have them on our main stage LED screen for performances, meet and greets. It's going to be amazing.
Nice. Well, thank you so much, Gordon, for talking to us. Asian American Expo is here at the Pomona Fairplex. It's going to kick off tomorrow and also Sunday, 10 to 7. So definitely something that you have got to come and enjoy. I'll send it back to you.
That's right.
Thank you.
Gung Hei Fat Choi. Coco.
Okay. I was so close, and then I was like, wait, I already forgot it. As soon as
we're going to say Coco Fat Choi again, right?
Gordon's like, all right,
I'll have it by
we got
the next
this.
one.
We're just going to keep on saying it until you got it.
Thank you,
Okay,
Coco.
Thank you,
Coco. Thank you, Gordon.
Thank you.
Disneyland may be one of the top tourist attractions in our area, but what about the worst?
Okay, so here's a hint. It's not just SoCal residents who hate it. It is the entire world.
Harsh.
Any guesses? Yeah, that's right. The Hollywood Walk of Fame. Oh, how many times have I been accosted on the Hollywood Walk of Fame? The mile-long strip of pavement has been listed as the world's top tourist trap. And I think many of you already know why. According to a recent study from travel company Stasher, researchers found this attraction to be unsafe, too far from the airport, and not worth the effort to get there just to look at a bunch of celebrity stars with gum stuck to them.
Yeah.
And that's sometimes the cleanest. Following the Walk of Fame as the worst tourist attraction is the Dead Sea in the Middle East because of regional instability.
Oh, well, okay.
That's right. And the Grand Bazaar in Istanbul because of overcrowding, aggressive vendors, and tourist trap pricing. Researchers came up with the rankings by analyzing things like safety, airport accessibility, accommodations, qualities, and online reviews.
I think this is way harsh.
You know, as long as I have been here, which is a long time, they have tried over and over to revitalize that place and make it nicer,
of course.
To clean it up, and it's just, but there are like some bright spots there. If you go, there's like, you know, the Roosevelt Hotel that we spent
I love the
time
Roosevelt.
at. The Frolic Room, which is another bar there.
You can see that. I mean, the Dolby Theater, you can see where the Academy Awards
there's a lot of bright spots there, too.
There are, in front of the Pantages.
If you've never been to Japan House there, it is incredible. It's like, you know, the Japanese visit tourism arm that's trying to showcase Japan here, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's like on the third floor of that Ovation Hollywood.
I tell Jen this all the time. I wish she was in Hollywood in the early 2000s.
Oh, me too. You and I would have tore this town up.
That's right.
If it didn't tear you up.
Yeah. Wow. Tonight at 5.
Good point.
Yeah. Happy Friday, everybody. Entertainment is sponsored by Yamava Resort and Casino. So let's check in on our poll, because last hour we asked you, what are you looking forward to most out of this list? Now, this is a really great list. The FIFA World Cup 2026, the Super Bowl 2027, or the Summer Olympics. Football is the favorite. Super Bowl taking the lead with 46%. Go to foxla.com/vote.
American football.
American football, and that's next year, not this year.
Right. That's right.
So, yeah, there's different dates here.
Lots to look forward to.
All right. You know what day it is. See the animal print. It's happening. TGIFF. Thank goodness it's Furry Friday. Good day, Lady DJ. Can you drop the meowsic, please? Here we go. Let's check in with Alba in Rosemead.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Alba's making sure to wear a shirt at the table so she can get some service.
That's right.
Alba's got a great smile.
Yeah, no shirt, no service. But I love the smile.
Look at those teepees.
Let's go down to Victorville. Teepees. Let's go down to Victorville. We got One Take Jake in Victorville. Can we get an eye on One Take Jake? Look at this little corgi.
Those ears.
This is a one-take kind of dog. I mean, come on. Picture perfect right there.
You can hear what you're doing at home right now.
Right, probably.
Yep.
And now let's head on down to Santa Ana, where we've got Kahlua and Bucky. And they are best friends forever. Cute. Love that little sidekick.
Kahlua looks part retriever, right?
Yeah, totally.
Unless it's like a puppy.
No, totally retriever. Maybe some Irish setter in there.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Next, we got Olive and Susan.
Oh, my gosh.
You know what? We don't have a location for them because they are on a mail route near you.
Wait, which one's Olive and which one's Susan?
Right.
That'd be great. That'd be great.
That's true.
Who's driving who
That
around
is
here?
true.
Yeah, right? Well, Olive and Susan, I expect my mail at the end of the day today. Thank you so much for your service. Next, we've got Q and Topaz from Beaumont. They're originally from Boston, and then they moved to Beaumont.
Yeah.
From one bee to
I
another bee.
wonder if they have Massachusetts accents.
Oh, yeah. Q and Topaz are real good gals, all right? Yeah, talk at the chops.
Caca.
Yeah, caca. Where's my pack cat?
Yeah.
And next, hey, we got Finn and Cannoli in Temecula. And they want to know, hey, is it breakfast time yet?
Oh, my God.
I love associating different voices, but I would love a Boston bit. It's like, hey, you see that new Ben Affleck, Matt Damon movie? Plenty of bartenders.
Cannoli almost looks like a stuffed animal, doesn't it?
Totally.
Yeah,
I love that little
cute.
gate door.
And they're holding paws.
So cute. Hey, if you want to see your fur baby featured right here on Furry Friday, just email us at furryfriday@fox.com. This is very important, though. You have to send me a pic with their name, your name, and the city you live in so we can give you a proper shout-out.
Yeah, and who's who?
And who's who?
Are you
Who's
Susan or are you Olive?
I'm going to guess
I'm going to pretend like Susan is the dog. I'm going to pretend like that's the case.
A dog named Susan.
That's my dog, Susan.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, coming up, lots of people love weight loss pills, including airlines. We're going to tell you how much money they're saving on fuel.
Whoa.
Wait, that didn't make any sense, did it?
Well, we'll explain coming up.
Okay, yeah.
It's Friday. You deserve a treat. Speaking of losing weight. Brooke is showing us where you can find some delicious burgers this weekend. First, let's get to Samato.
Oh, looks good. Good Day LA Traffic is sponsored by the law offices of Jacob and Ronnie. Call jacob.com. We do have this issue. 3 vehicles collided here, eastbound side of the 60, right there at the 57. The delays have you backed up for a couple miles, as you can see there. We got emergency crews en route, tow trucks en route. It's just going to be pretty much of a struggle as you're making your way through that Diamond Bar section. Real-time traffic, 48 minutes now. Leaving downtown to get the west side, not bad. And I would call this Friday light. Northbound 110 from the 405 inbound, just 24 minutes. And things are looking pretty light here. Looking good through that stretch of roadway. Please be careful on your drive, especially during this holiday weekend. Here's a look at some other traffic hotspots.
I looked up and just ran.
Maybe we need to seek somebody who does have the expertise to be able to guide us through the process.
If you're getting to an accident,
you're in good hands by dealing with Jacob and Ron.
Call Jacob.
And welcome back to you. I'm meteorologist Maria Quilban. This weather is sponsored by the law offices of Larry H. Parker. Beautiful shot to show you of LAX. Not too many cars heading out of town. I think I know why. We are going to be the envy of the nation. I think this holiday weekend we have temperatures getting up to the 70s and 80s, and we will likely be the warmest when you compare it with, by the way, very cold temperatures in the upper Midwest. I know the Rams are going to play the Bears on Sunday, and boy, what a big difference from 70s and 80s here to feeling like more like the teens on this side of the country. 68 in Miami today. We've got iguanas falling off the trees because of the cold spell moving all the way into the southeast. We've got this area of high pressure that's still in control, but you know what? It's going to start to weaken this weekend. We'll get some high clouds maybe, but then as we get into next week, look what happens. The models are still pointing to that chance for some light showers. If possible, it's going to be around 10% chance for some showers by next week, Thursday, Friday. It's a long ways away, of course, so just keep it in the back of your mind as you make plans, but I'll keep you posted as we get closer. In the meantime, the weekend looks great. 74 today for the coast communities, same tomorrow. Lots of sunshine, 81 for downtown LA today. We're going to cool it down to about 70 degrees by Wednesday. That's still above normal, though. By Thursday, that 10% chance for showers creeps in. 83 for the valleys and the Inland Empire, getting down to around 73 by midweek next week. And as we look up to the mountains, beautiful conditions. If you head up to do some skiing this weekend, probably be a t-shirt and some snow pants. That's about it. It's going to be warm and sunny. 68 in the high desert today. And as we look at MLK Day, beautiful as well. 82 in Palm Springs today, cooling down to around 80. That's about it by Monday, the holiday. There's my weather. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, Maria. So if you're still looking to make plans for this weekend, we have a tasty idea for you.
That's right. Santa Anita Park hosting a burger weekend featuring some of LA's most popular burgers. Brooke is a burger expert, so she's checking it out.
What? Yeah, I'm like, am I? Sure, I'll take that. Yeah, why not? You know
burgers.
It's fun. You know, as if you needed any other. I know burgers. I like food. You know, but as if you needed any extra reason to come hang out at the track, it is burger weekend, and it's super interesting. So basically, you know, you are already going to come. You're going to have fun. You know, you get your normal, your hot dog, your beer. They have elevated concessions this weekend, yes, because not only can you get your regular food, you can also get your choice of 4 special burger pop-ups. And first up, we're going to go over here to Hangabers. It's really cute. She's going to tell you. Tell me, Alicia, why do you call it Hangabers?
It's sort of like a fun name, like the way a kid would say it.
I think that's so cute. Tell me, why is your burger different from the average?
We really try to balance flavor. The onions are sliced really thin, the pickles sliced thin and long ways, so you kind of try to get the perfect bite every time.
The perfect buttered bun, the meat crisp around the edges. I love how thin the pickles, and there's a special sauce, of course.
Special sauce. Has to be.
So people are going to come out and they are going to appreciate that. I'm sorry, it looks so good, okay? Come on over here, friend. Talk to me. Tell me about this fun weekend. Hi.
Hi, Brooke. It's so great to have you guys here. This is one of my favorite weekends here at Santa Anita. It's the Burgers and Brews event, and of course, fantastic racing. We got the best. It's Cal Cup weekend, so the best racing in all of California is here. The best jockeys, and you saw the great food. It's a Burgers and Brews event. It's one of our favorites, and you can go to santanita.com/events, and you can get because you're looking at Fox is here. We're going to give you a 20% discount. We got a little coupon there. It's really fantastic.
I'm not paying for that.
No, but it's great. But we got 2 packages. We got one package if you only want burgers, and one with burgers and brews, and have a burger.
Yeah.
And you know, we got haps to get happy, and it will be Santa Anita for kids as well.
Yeah, that's because that's how they'll say it. The horse. That's all they got. Yeah, back to you.
Smash burgers look great.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Those pickles look.
They look good, right? Yeah, I'll bring you some.
Yes, please.
So good.
Darn it.
She says no.
Thank you. The growing popularity of weight loss drugs expected to pay off, get this, for the airline industry. How, you ask? By saving money on fuel. Fuel is the biggest cost for an airline, and a slimmer society means a lighter plane of passengers and lower fuel consumption. One Wall Street analyst says a 10% reduction in average passenger weight could translate into 1.5% lower fuel costs. Now, that might not seem like much, but considering airlines spend billions of dollars every year on fuel, 1.5% is a lot. And with obesity being particularly a big problem in the U.S., American carriers stand to benefit the most.
Hey, don't do it. Listen, don't lose weight to live a healthier life. Do it to save the airlines money.
Or because
they need it.
For the environment, right?
Also for the environment.
Right.
I'm
So
talking about the airlines. Listen.
It's like 12% of people are on a GLP-1,
It's
right?
a lot.
Of Americans,
yeah.
it's a lot.
And now, especially with the pills coming out, I'm sure even
fascinating that it can save money on fuel.
Okay,
Probably
so
on your car, too, if you're driving, I
What's
guess.
that?
If you're driving, I imagine it's the same for a car, a vehicle.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure. So forget booking a trip to Disney World. You can start planning your trip to space. The company GRU Space wants to send tourists to the moon. Reservations for its lunar hotel are now being accepted. And as you might expect, accommodations on the moon don't come cheap. Deposits alone range from $250,000 to $1 million per guest, depending on the accommodation selected. But first, you'll need to pay a non-refundable $1,000 application fee. The company says the final price will likely be more than $10 million a person. After all, only 12 humans have ever walked on the moon. GRU is planning on opening a human outpost by 2032. That's what it will look like? Is that what they're saying? Saying, wow. Saying, quote, by taking part at this early stage, you join us as we lay the foundations for life beyond Earth.
So people take all of these different excursions to experience other things, right? You like sleep in an igloo and go out and you go dog
to look
sledding
at the
and
stars.
stuff. Right.
Now, be among the stars.
Moonwalking.
Right. I wonder what that would even look like. Inside and outside, right? Would you have your own like spacesuit? What would that look like?
I imagine you would need a spacesuit. You're not
No,
going
I
to
mean,
go
like
out there.
to go out. Are we going outside, or are we just hanging in?
Or hang in, right? Just come in and stay in and soak in the tub.
Oh my gosh. I can't wrap my head around it. Okay, over to you.
Yes, let's send it over to you.
Hi there.
Yeah,
Good morning. Happy Friday.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, good morning. Okay, so we've seen baking shows before, but none like this. Baking Championship Next Gen pairs young siblings together to compete on the big baking stage. It is so awesome. I love the relationships. Duff Goodman is joining us with some of the contestants this morning.
Plus, I want you to check in with your body right now. How healthy do you feel? We'll explain what a study is revealing about the new normal.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Friday. It's 9 a.m. I'm Roxy Carpadian.
And I'm Sandra Endo. Let's take a look at today's headlines.
So federal agents conduct a raid in the heart of downtown LA's fashion district. How this is sparking more concerns for hundreds of small businesses in the area.
Plus, LA firefighters want a measure on the November ballot that would raise your sales tax. How the money it would be raising would be used to better fund the fire department.
And, oh yeah, excitement growing for the Super Bowl halftime show. Bad Bunny is out with a brand new promo, because you can't spell promo without PR. You know what that means. And we're seeing people from all types of backgrounds get up and dance with this promo. So Maria, you know I'm going to ask you to dance into the weekend for us a little bit.
It is on. My mic was on. What do you mean? It was on.
That's a new dance move. Is my mic on?
Okay, my mic on.
Is my mic on?
Oh, Amanda, you kill me. What? She's over there dancing. Okay, let's talk about this. Let's talk about the wind and how it's coming. This is my dance, Amanda. See, when I do stuff like this, that's my version of the dancing, okay? The offshore flow is with us, and that is what's going to help warm us up again today with temperatures well above average. 61 in Burbank, 63 in Santa Monica and downtown LA, 39 in Big Bear, currently 71 in Palm Springs. And as we look at our high temperatures this afternoon, 82 in the low desert, 68 in the high desert areas with dry conditions, breezy, still below the canyons and passes and the mountains as well. But you know what? It's staying below advisory criteria, so that's a good thing. 81 for downtown LA today. That's well above normal. Feels more like June than January. How long will this last, though? This weather pattern is supposed to be kind of colder and rainier, right? I'll talk more about the changes coming in our weather in just a few moments. Back to you.
All right, Maria, thank you. Several people are detained during an ICE raid in the fashion district.
Mario Ramirez live in that area with all the details on this. Mario?
You can see things are definitely picking up here this morning. This is one of downtown LA's busiest commercial areas, and some workers now fear about returning after another immigration raid played out here at this busy downtown intersection. Now, video here showing unmarked vehicles pull up near Maple Avenue and 11th Street. Federal agents, some of them armed, standing in the street as the operation unfolded around 11 a.m. Thursday. Witnesses say agents began asking vendors for proof of citizenship. Bystanders recorded the scene, some yelling and heckling agents as tensions ran high. This is a major hub for small, minority-owned businesses, most Latino, and for some, it brought back painful memories of the raid here back in June when dozens were taken into custody, one that businesses are still recovering from. We spoke to one business owner as she was opening up here this morning.
They ran away like screaming, saying, oh, immigration, la migra, la migra. People are really afraid. I have friends that were going to come yesterday, but they saw the video, so they had to go home because of the fear of the family getting taken away and everything.
Do you know anyone or any business owners who've been detained here?
No. I just know like people around like around here that their families have been taken.
Following the raid here in the Fashion District, Mayor Karen Bass expressed her concern about President Trump's threats to invoke the Insurrection Act, which could bring military forces back to Los Angeles to assist with raids, which we've seen have been happening on a daily basis. Now, that business owner that we just heard from, well, she says she's been here at the Fashion District for the last 5 years selling wholesale clothing, and she adds that business hasn't been the same since that raid back in June. She now anticipates things will only get worse. For now, in the Fashion District downtown, I'm Mario Ramirez. Back to you.
All right, Mario, thank you. Now, 3 days since a building caught fire, and crews are still at the scene after human remains and a body were found there. The vacant building caught fire in North Hills on Tuesday. On Wednesday morning, dogs found human remains. Yesterday, the fire department also confirmed the fire was fatal after a body was found inside, and they're expecting to move that body today. The fire also displaced 27 people from the apartment building next door. So let's take a live look at the scene right now. 3 days after that fire broke out, you could see demolition crews there hard at work. This is Parthenia Street. That'll be closed between Columbus Avenue and Burnett Avenue at least through today. You can see the heavy machinery there and the damage left behind. Again, the investigation underway as to the human remains found there, as well as that body, which will be removed today. Of course, we'll continue monitoring this story as it develops.
LA firefighters are taking their case straight to voters. A new ballot campaign now underway to raise money for more firefighters, newer equipment, and improved fire stations.
To serve the city, but we need your help.
The measure seeks a half-cent sales tax, which would generate $345 million annually. If approved, the city's sales tax would go up to 10.25%, which is still lower than some nearby cities. Firefighters say that they are underfunded, and it shows their inability to be able to help the community.
Our emergency response times are now almost twice as long as national safety standards recommend. When someone's house is on fire, when a child can't breathe, when a cardiac arrest happens, seconds do matter. When you call 911, we should be coming to you in 4.5 minutes. We're taking almost 8 minutes to get to you because we do not have enough resources, and that's the truth.
The measure would need a 2/3 majority to pass.
We're learning more about the bomb threat that forced the evacuation of the Park West Bicycle Casino and Hotel in Bell Gardens yesterday. Casino security received a phone call about a bomb threat at around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Bell Gardens mayor told news media the caller demanded $50,000, claiming they'd opened fire on the casino floor if that demand wasn't met. They also claimed to have someone nearby with a bomb. Police evacuated the hotel and casino while SWAT teams checked the property for explosives. Nothing was found. The all clear was given at 9 o'clock last night.
Developing out of Minneapolis, another night of protests clashing with law enforcement as ICE protests continue to grow. Tear gas filled the air around a temporary ICE facility as police tried to clear the crowd forming in front of a federal building. President Trump has threatened to invoke the Insurrection Act to try and bring law and order to the situation. While the military is generally barred from being deployed for domestic law enforcement without congressional authorization, the Insurrection Act gives the president the power to deploy the military inside the U.S. to suppress rebellion or domestic violence or to enforce the law in certain situations.
The Insurrection Act is rarely used, though. In fact, the last time it was used, it was to get a handle on the deadly 1992 Los Angeles riots. President George H.W. Bush enforced the law at the request of the city's Democratic mayor and the state's Republican governor. So for now, all eyes are on Minneapolis, where tensions have been high since an ICE agent shot and killed Renee Nicole Good last week. The White House described her as an agitator who tried to use her car to ram a federal agent. And Wednesday, another person in Minneapolis was shot by an agent. This time, it was in the leg, and it wasn't fatal. Federal officials say the man was attacking an agent with a snow shovel and broom handle when he was shot. Now to the latest on the crisis in Iran, gripped by nationwide protests for more than 2 weeks now.
So there are some signs of a slowdown, but that might not represent what's really happening there on the ground. We are seeing some video out of Tehran today that appears to show calmer streets, but it remains to be an explosive situation. Calmer streets does not mean much for Iranians because the Iran's internet, that is, has been shut down, and that has really diminished the flow of information that we're getting out of that country. There are brief periods when communication is, though, getting through. The UN Security Council just held an emergency meeting at the request of the United States, and no options appear to be off the table.
President Trump is a man of action, not endless talk like we see at the United Nations.
My strong suspicion is the president is waiting to get the correct military package in place.
We could do it. We may not be able to do it at the scale we did before, ready, set, go, but I believe we could go in there, disrupt their command and control, shut down their ability to respond, and make significant strikes.
California, home to the largest Iranian American community outside of Iran, and many here are desperately worried about their loved ones. In fact, coming up at 10:20, we will be speaking with a local human rights attorney with some very close ties to the situation in Iran.
New this morning, President Trump says he might punish countries with tariffs if they don't support the U.S. takeover of Greenland. This comes as military troops from 6 European countries have just arrived in the island country as part of the first deployment of NATO's Operation Arctic Endurance. They are providing personnel in a show of solidarity with Denmark as President Donald Trump continues to push for a U.S. takeover of the island. He claims the Danish territory is essential for America's national security and will not rule out using military force to take it.
The U.S. and Taiwan have reached a major trade agreement. It aims at boosting semiconductor production and technology investment right here at home. Under the deal, Taiwanese tech and chip companies, including industry giant TSMC, will invest $250 billion in the U.S. manufacturing. The investment will then focus on advanced chips, artificial intelligence, and energy products and projects. In return, the U.S. will then cut tariffs on Taiwanese imports to 15%.
Good news if you're thinking about buying a home. Mortgage rates have dropped to their lowest level in more than 3 years. The average 30-year fixed loan is now just over 6%, a level not seen since 2022. The drop comes after President Trump directed Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac to buy billions in mortgage bonds to help with affordability. Lower rates could ease some pressure, but high home prices are still a challenge for many buyers.
All right, got any plans yet this weekend? Big Bear Mountain Resort ready for the MLK holiday weekend. All the rain we had recently left Big Bear's trails without any fresh powder, but thanks to the cold temperatures, the resort has been hard at work making man-made snow. Earlier on Good Day LA, we did catch up with Justin Kenton about what people can expect as they head into the weekend.
We have about 21 trails total across all 3 mountains for this weekend. Hopefully more. We might get Chair 7 here at Snow Summit open by Friday or by tomorrow. And then we do have some stuff for kids and families too. If you're not quite into the skiing and snowboarding, we have tubing, we have snow play at Snow Valley. So there's plenty of stuff to come see and do. Plus, it's just a great time to get out, get up above it. Should be a nice, bright, sunny weekend. Plenty of fresh air to enjoy. So come up and see us.
So if you're interested in the sun and snow this weekend, he does recommend booking in advance. 9:12 here, still to come. Amanda joining us with entertainment headlines, including a new promo video for Bad Bunny's upcoming Super Bowl halftime show.
But first, a check of traffic.
Yes, let's talk about Good Day LA traffic, brought to you by Downtown LA Law Group Accident and Injury Attorneys. As we take a look at one of our live traffic cameras, let's go to that, and I'll show you the really nice-looking freeway here. This is the 60 freeway, a portion of the 60 here at County Line between Riverside and LA County, and both sides of the 60 moving nicely here. So it's Friday light in this part of the 60. As we take a look at our drive times in and out of downtown LA, this is the westbound 10 freeway between the 5 to the 405 going towards Santa Monica, just 39 minutes, not too bad actually. Between the 405 to the 10 on that north 110, just 21 minutes. And on that west 60 between the 57 to the 5, that's 26 minutes there. Here's a look at some of our other traffic hotspots.
This broadcast is locally sponsored by DT LA Law Group, Auto Accident and Injury Attorneys. Have an injury? Text Injury Help to 40222 or visit us online at calldowntown.com. Message and data rates and usage may apply.
And welcome back to you. I'm meteorologist Maria Quilban. This weather is sponsored by Pechanga Resort Casinos. What a gorgeous weekend we have on tap. And it's all because of this area of high pressure that's still in control of our weather. It's a little bit weaker, so the winds are weaker as a result as well. But it's still generally coming out of that northeasterly direction. That's going to help warm us up to well above average. But the wind advisories were allowed to expire. The high will continue to weaken as we get into the weekend and next week, and temperatures will slowly get back closer to average, but not until next Wednesday and Thursday. Until then, it'll still be the 70s and 80s. So great beach days ahead, great mountain days ahead. If you want to head up to the mountains, you'll probably want to ski in just your ski pants and a t-shirt because it's going to be so warm up there. There is that 10% chance for showers still, according to our computer models, as we get into next Thursday and Friday, but I'll keep you posted. It's still a long ways away. In the meantime, 81 should be the high temperature in downtown LA today, 87 in Indio, 74 in San Diego. A quick look at your day planner for Riverside, getting into the low 80s this afternoon at 2 p.m. around 81, and Thousand Oaks in Ventura County, yeah, so sunny, getting to around 79 at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Back to you.
Thank you, Maria. Good to get a look at the weather for the weekend because I got plans.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got plans.
That's right.
I got to know.
But you'll be here Monday, right?
I'll be here Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
With you?
I'm not.
Okay, and you?
I'll be here.
All right. 1 out of 2. Entertainment is sponsored by Yamava Resort and Casino. We are less than a month away from the Super Bowl, which means we are less than a month away from the Super Bowl halftime show. Now, do you know where you'll be watching? Well, let me just give you this piece of advice. Wherever it is that you're watching, make sure you have enough room to dance. This is Bad Bunny posting this video this morning, reminding us all to save the date and save a dance for February 8th. It was posted about 2 hours ago and already getting a couple million likes. No doubt the world will be tuning in to the Apple Music halftime show. I think there's a hint there in the promo.
Yeah.
That people will dance.
There'll be a lot of dancing.
Yeah, okay. I was like, what am I missing? Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Actually, I wanted to hear it.
I know
actually,
some of the music.
I thought there was going to be sound myself.
Just
no, me too. We'll work on that. Okay. Well, some people have a hard enough time finding a relationship with one person, but how does Neo handle it with having 3 girlfriends?
After my very public, very ugly divorce, I made the decision that I was never going to tell another lie to a woman ever again. And I went to, you know, one of the women, one of the 3 I've been with a little longer than the other one. So I basically went to her and said, listen, you know I rock with you, you know I love you, but I have to be honest with you, it's not just you. I would love for you to meet these other women, and if we can figure out a way to do something together, cool. If not, that's cool too. I let her decide. I let them choose. Everybody chose to stick around.
Okay.
And so now it's just a matter of, so I think that the main understanding is I'm not in 3 relationships. I'm in 1 relationship with 3 people.
Wait.
And got a round of applause.
Okay.
The audience applauding.
So they're all in a relationship.
So Neo is in a polyamorous relationship. He explains that he has 1 main girlfriend, and then there's 2.
So like head wife.
Yeah. Then there's 2 additional girlfriends. For things like Valentine's Day, he gets them all 3 individual presents.
And who does he hang out with on Valentine's Day?
See, that's the question that I cannot answer, and that's the question I can't even ask probably on this morning show, was like, what happens after dinner?
But he also said, I'm in 1 relationship with multiple people, so it's like Valentine's Day with all of them, maybe.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
A table for 4.
Yeah. That's what it sounds like. I don't know.
I didn't see that one coming. I mean, I don't like follow him that closely, but I believe he's been here many, many years ago.
He went to my high school.
Maria.
Yeah.
Wasn't he a guest on Good Day LA?
Neo. I would imagine.
I believe he was.
Yes.
I'm sure he was. I also remember he was an amazing interview. He was like one of the best people we've ever had on. He was just so captivating and engaging, and maybe that's how he has 3 people.
3 girlfriends.
Yes.
Interested in him.
Yes. You know, from what I know of his time at Las Vegas Academy of International Studies and Performing Arts, he did not have 3 girlfriends back in high school, although he probably could have too, because our ratio back at the high school that Neo and I attended was 7 women to 1 man.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, at my high school.
Maybe that.
So maybe it started young in him.
It inspired him.
Yeah,
maybe.
exactly.
But you know, what I want to note is not even him saying what he said. He was saying this on Sherry, and the studio audience was applauding it.
Yeah.
So now I asked then, if you're a single woman, would you be okay being one of three?
No.
I'm the same.
Not. But I think maybe people appreciated that he was open and honest about it and being authentic to whatever he's doing.
The transparency.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, that's a lot of drama. Like, as a woman, I mean, I would just have a very hard time sharing someone, right? And then, like, he's picking and choosing when and how.
Because you have to be in agreement.
That's just insane. Like, how do you coordinate all your calendars?
But there is one main girlfriend.
Right.
She probably gets the the better tickets, the better date nights. Yeah.
And the other two are not jealous or anything.
But you got to agree to that. I guess that's what he's saying.
All right.
All right, coming up, staying optimistic in this job market can be tough. And now a new study is shining a light on how young adults in the workforce are adapting. So we'll have that story after the break.
And don't forget, tonight it's going to go down between the Anaheim Ducks and the LA Kings. The game is at 7:30 p.m. on Fox Plus KCOP, where we will televise all Ducks games throughout the season. So tune in, and we'll be right back. Ooh, me gusta.
I like it.
También. This is Bad Bunny's latest promo that came out about 2 hours this morning. He's saying, you know, save the date for February 8th where the world will dance. And the song, I'm looking for all the clues and the Easter eggs in these promos. The song that he specifically chose translates to unforgettable love.
Oh.
Because he's basically saying, you know, in life you have that one unforgettable love that you will always save a dance for.
I like it. It's moving.
So, you know, we're seeing women, men of all backgrounds, of all ages, dancing in this video. And I think this is the message he wants to promote, is that no matter where you're watching, no matter who is watching, for those 15 minutes or so in between, you know, the football game, let's dance.
Yeah. It's going to be great. The world will dance. I love it. All right. Well, the job market is tough out there, as we know, especially for young people, but it's not getting them down. A new survey by Career Minds shows AI is leading nearly half of all young adults to rethink their career paths now. But most young workers here in California do remain optimistic about their job prospects. In a survey of 18 to 25-year-olds, the most optimists live in Nevada, Georgia, South Dakota, and Texas. California, though, ranked 7 on this list, with Chula Vista and Anaheim being the most optimistic cities in the area. I'll tell you where they're not so optimistic, okay? Long Beach, Los Angeles, and Santa Clarita, they were the most pessimistic in the area. And young workers say what gives them the most anxiety is, of course, instability, the rising cost of living, and many believe they'll be poly workers, meaning they'll need multiple streams of income just to make ends meet. So poly working is the thing. It's the trend, you know, multiple
side hustles,
way to bring in income just to pay the bills, you know. Usually the side hustles is kind of like that extra play money, right? A lot of people would have like a little side thing so that you could get some more money for luxuries, but now it's for essentials.
Survival.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, that's grim.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What's up with each story is polyamorous, Neo, poly, the jobs.
I know.
Pollyanna's a good movie.
Yeah.
We'll take a break. We'll be right
Long Beach Poly. I mean, what, did they learn a bunch of things there? I mean,
you remember Pollyanna?
Yes, I do remember Pollyanna.
I said we'll be right back.
Polly Pocket. She didn't have many little
houses. Yes.
I said we'll be right back.
They want us to keep Polly.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome. It is 9:32 now. I'm Roxy Carafadian.
And I'm Sandra Endo. Let's take a look at today's headlines. New details emerging about the living situation of Nick Reiner prior to allegedly murdering his parents. What we're learning this morning.
Major scandal in college basketball leads to changes against dozens of players, charges against those players. Now they allegedly fixed games to help gamblers win some money.
And celebrating the Year of the Horse at the largest Lunar New Year celebration in Pomona. We'll check in with Coco for a preview of all the festivities. But first, a check on weather.
And yes, the weather is going to be absolutely gorgeous this weekend for the holiday, especially as we get into today and tomorrow with lots of sunshine. 68 degrees currently in downtown. We have had every single day these last several days of above average highs. In fact, we've had 6 days in a row of above normal temperatures, including yesterday's very warm 84 degrees. That's more of a June or July high temperature rather than January. And we have had quite a bit of rain so far this season, so that does help to mitigate the fire danger, along when we talk about these dry conditions and windier winds coming out of the northeast. But it's calming down now, and those wind advisories were actually allowed to expire. So we got almost 2.5 inches of rain just for this month so far alone. For the season, which started October 1st, we've gotten over 14 inches. So our surplus is now over 8.5 inches. And we do have some rain in the forecast. 10% chance for rain by next week, Thursday. We'll wait and see if that happens. I'll keep you posted as we move closer. But otherwise, sunny, dry today, 81 for downtown LA. That's sunset time at 5:08 this afternoon. Back to you.
All right, Maria, thank you. A major ice raid in downtown LA's Fashion District left people shaken there.
Several people were detained. Let's go to Mario joining us live from the Fashion District. And you spoke to some people being impacted by all of this. Good morning.
Exactly, Roxy and Sandra. You may remember this was one of the first areas targeted by these ice raids when they started, when they were launched in Southern California back over the summer in June. And business owners say they're worried that things will get even worse, as they have been since that first round. And take a look, the latest operation unfolding here at Maple Avenue and 11th Street around 11 a.m. yesterday. An apparent immigration enforcement operation with armed federal agents blocking the street in unmarked vehicles. Businesses quickly shutting their doors, some locking up midday as fear was spreading here through this busy shopping area, home to hundreds of small, family-run and predominantly Latino businesses. A woman who works in the area describing the scene as chaotic. She says she saw around 10 federal agents during the operation.
Just running left and right and going inside the shops. One of my girls started bringing down the gate because they were scared. It's empty. Nobody's around here because they're scared. People are just crying.
The people is running and scared, and then into the business. The people walk inside, and then they're not scared, and then, oh my God, the ice is here.
And again, it's not the first time the Fashion District has been targeted. During ICE operations here in June, dozens were detained from workplaces, leading to closed storefronts and a drop in foot traffic. Representatives, meanwhile, from the Fashion District confirmed the federal activity here Thursday, and they issued a statement saying, in part, the LA Fashion District remains open, resilient, and rooted in a strong community of small businesses. We encourage everyone to continue showing love and support for the merchants, workers, and creatives who are here every day. Now, we've reached out to the Department of Homeland Security. Officials have yet to get back on more about this operation and exactly how many people were detained. For now, live downtown, I'm Mario Ramirez. Back to you, Sandra and Roxy.
All right, Mario, thank you. Now, the New York Times is reporting Nick Reiner was reportedly placed under a mental health conservatorship 5 years before he allegedly stabbed his parents to death. The 32-year-old son of the actor-director Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle has been held without bail since he was arrested last month, hours after his parents were found dead inside their Brentwood home. He's been charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. The conservatorship is a court-ordered arrangement in which a judge appoints a conservator to make critical decisions for an adult who's considered gravely disabled and unable to care for their basic needs. His mental health struggles are expected to play a key role in his defense.
Lawmakers in Congress are pushing for action to stop an epidemic among kids, addiction to their phones, right? The U.S. Senate considering a bill that would actually set a minimum age of 13 to use social media. It would also cut federal schooling funding for schools that do not block social media. It would also ban addictive algorithms algorithms used to keep us scrolling. Tech companies have fought against age verification, claiming it strips away parents' freedom to dictate what tools their kids can use and could expose their data to hackers. But social media critics say something just has to be done.
Hours and 39 minutes each and every single day. More than half of the time that a teenager is awake.
Apps are deliberately engineered to hook kids, to keep them clicking, scrolling, and coming back.
When you interview 4- and 5-year-olds about things like an AI assistant like Alexa, they say, I think it has feelings. I think it could be my friend.
Lawmakers heard from pediatricians and mental health experts on how social media is impacting our nation's youth. Last year, Pew Research found that 48% of teens surveyed said that social media has a mostly negative effect on their mental health.
Kaiser Permanente affiliates will pay $556 million to settle a federal lawsuit alleging Medicare fraud. Prosecutors say doctors were pressured to add more severe diagnosis to patient records to boost Medicare Advantage payments. The case was filed by the Justice Department in San Francisco and stems from whistleblower complaints. Kaiser says it admits no wrongdoing and settled to avoid the cost of uncertainty of a trial. To see if you qualify and file a claim, we have more information on foxla.com.
Verizon customers hit by massive nationwide outage this week are getting a little relief. Verizon offering a $20 account credit to affected users, but there is a catch. You must redeem it yourself through the My Verizon app once it appears on your account. Verizon says the credit covers multiple days of service and it is meant to acknowledge the inconvenience. The company says there was no indication of cyber attack during its massive nationwide outage on Wednesday, instead blaming it on a software issue.
All right, this is being called the ultimate Lunar New Year celebration. The 44th annual Asian American Expo kicks off tomorrow in Pomona.
Let's go to Coco. She is there now. You're wearing the perfect color.
Thank you. Hey there. Yes, we are celebrating the Lunar New Year just a little bit early here at the Pomona Fairplex with the Asian American Expo. This is the largest Lunar New Year celebration in the whole country. I am here now with Gordon and Sky. So, hey there. Tell us all about Asian American Expo.
Largest Lunar New Year celebration, everything from traditional to all of our modern components, what we talked about earlier, the anime, the K-pop, all the collectible cards, and look what we have here with Sky. Yes. Representing the traditional component for Lunar New Year, we have a traditional Chinese outfit, but this is actually a modern spin on it. So honestly, it's good for even daily wear and people of all demographics as well too. You don't have to be Chinese to wear one, right? And what do you have for us today, Sky?
恭喜发财，红包拿来. That's what I say to my grandparents to get a lot of red envelopes. And here is the red envelope for you. It represents good luck for the new year.
Thank you. And you've been teaching me a little bit of Mandarin with Gong Xi Fa Tai.
Right?
I like that. Oh my goodness.
Give me a red envelope.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I need this good luck. I'm excited for this.
It's going to be the year of the horse, right?
Yes.
It's going to be the year of the horse, lots of prosperity, right? And what do we have next? We have our lion dancing performances to usher in a beautiful, amazing, prosperous new year.
All right. Take it away. Starts tomorrow and Sunday as well from 10 until 7 here at the Pomona Fairplex. Definitely something for you to come and enjoy. I'll send it back to you.
The Lucky Lions. All right, bringing in good luck and prosperity and good health to all. Thank you, Coco.
Fun times. All right, college basketball has been rocked by a massive game rig scandal. Players accused of taking bribes to throw games with millions of dollars at stake, the U.S. Attorney's Office announced charges against 26 people, including 15 former college basketball players and 5 others described as fixers. They're accused of carrying out a betting scheme to rig NCAA and Chinese Basketball Association games. According to the indictment, the fixers paid the basketball players to underperform. Players would also keep the ball from others who were not in on the scheme to prevent them from scoring. The bribes ranged from $10,000 to $30,000 per game.
In the indictment and related filings that we unsealed today, we allege an extensive international criminal conspiracy of NCAA players, alumni, and professional bettors who fixed games across the country and poisoned the American spirit of competition for monetary gain.
Prosecutors say the scheme spanned 3 years, involving 17 NCAA Division I men's program and 29 games either fixed or attempted to be fixed.
All right, just months after an emotional farewell at Dodger Stadium, the 3-time World Series champion Clayton Kershaw is coming out of retirement to pitch for Team USA. Kershaw wrapped up an 18-season career in L.A. this past November in the Dodgers championship run. But yesterday, officials announced Kershaw will return to the mound and compete on baseball's biggest international stage at the 2026 World Baseball Classic. Team USA plays March 6th in Houston, facing Brazil, but this could mean he could potentially face Shohei Ohtani, who's on Team Japan. We'll see about that.
Yeah, that'll be exciting. All right, the food-filled weekend coming to Santa Anita Park.
Yep, from gourmet smash burgers to classic comfort food, LA's best burger pop-ups are taking over the Great Race Place, and Brooke Thomas is there live with a preview.
Yes, you were selling that one, Sandra, and it's worth it. They've got some extra special concessions for you this weekend. Look at this behind me. It is Burger Weekend. Take a look. It's Burger Weekend at the track, and we're talking to the people over at Haps Burgers. Get Haps, get happy. Oh, yeah. I get it. Yep. I get it. Yeah, I get it. Tell me I'm already happy. Oh my gosh, tater tots. You didn't tell me about that.
Oh yeah, tater tots. I would eat tater tots too.
Okay, talk to me. What makes Haps special?
I mean, I think it's just that. It's just the simple food. The burger, we call it the Simple Joe. I'm Joey, owner of Haps. It's just a simple burger. It's a patty. I make a bacon onion jam, and we put some cheese on that with a little mayo and pickle.
What's on the tots? I'm like blacked out looking at it. It looks so good.
Those are loaded tots.
Yeah, okay.
If you're coming this weekend, there'll be a secret menu item, so you just have to ask for it.
What's on it?
It's bacon onion jam and melted cheese.
Is this hot? Is this?
Oh, they're hot.
Okay, let me.
Go.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, Brooke, how are you? Man, look at those burgers. They just look fantastic. It's one of our biggest weekends here in Santa Anita. It's the Burgers and Brews event. We invite everybody to come out. Go to santanita.com/events. And we got packages if you only want burgers, if you want burgers and brews, and you get a burger and like 6 tastings. So we got Mex lager, we got Japanese lager, chronic lager. This is one of Snoop Dogg's favorite events. And it's just fantastic. And for you Fox viewers, you can fill out a little form online and get 20% off. Oh, it's going to be great. Come out to Santa Anita.
I just want to be clear that I'm not covering that extra 20%. I'm not.
No.
Okay, I don't want you to think that. I don't have any money. Okay, Joey, back to you. I'm gonna finish these tots.
Yes, those look so good. The tater tots.
Yeah.
Enjoy. We'll let you eat in peace. Thank you, Brooke. It can be a nightmare trying to get into LAX, especially during the peak holiday weekends. In an effort to improve traffic flow, the iconic illuminated pylons at LAX are coming down. Crews are removing the 15 remaining pylons at the airport entrance to make way for a major roadway modernization project. Officials say the new design will separate airport traffic from neighborhood traffic, improve safety, and create better access for pedestrians along nearly 5 miles of roadway. The updated routes are set to be ready before the 2028 Olympics, with full completion by 2030. The pylons installed back in 2000 have welcomed over 1 billion visitors.
All right, streaming music and podcasts just got a little more expensive if you use Spotify. The company is raising the cost of its premium subscriptions by $1 to $2. In February, the monthly price for a single user will now go up to $12.99, and Spotify is already advertising these prices to new subscribers. Other plans like student, duo, and family options, they're also getting pricier as well. It's the third price hike in a few years, and the latest one being in June of last year. Spotify saying the increase in cost reflects the company's value, in addition to supporting artists on its platform. All right, coming up, it's giving a whole new meaning to sibling rivalry, baking championship. Next Gen is raising the heat on traditional baking shows.
That's right. Introducing new challenges that young sibling teams must conquer to prove their skills. After the break, Duff Goldman is joining us. Duff, I don't know why I said that. Joining us with some contestants. They are so cute.
Let's talk about the weekend because it's basically here, and we've got a great looking forecast in store. This is one of our computer models as we look ahead into the future. High pressure is in control of our weather. It's starting to weaken though, so that's why the winds have kind of backed down. No wind advisories in effect. We'll get some high mid-level clouds, and then the pattern will change, it looks like, by next week. So Thursday, I'm calling for a 10% chance for some light showers. Only 10% at this point, but I want you to keep that in the back of your mind as you plan ahead to next week. But this week, weekend. It looks good. 3 to 5 foot sets for Ventura County beaches. LA beaches 2 to 4 feet. Orange County, San Diego 1 to 3 to 2 to 4 with those temperatures on the sand in the low to mid 70s. Beautiful extended outlook here. We'll slowly cool it down back to the 60s on Wednesday and Thursday with that slight chance for showers. But, you know, it's still going to be above average even through Wednesday. Downtown LA 81 today, getting down to maybe 74 on Tuesday to that 67 on Thursday, which the average is around 68. So we're very close to that and that slight chance for showers. The valley's beautiful. Great pool days coming up ahead this weekend. Monday, MLK Day holiday. We've got some parades planned out there. We've got plenty of sunshine and nice mild to warm temperatures. 59 in Big Bear with lots of snow up there they're making. So it looks like a good time up into the mountains. 68 degrees in the high desert. And if you're headed to the Coachella Valley, Palm Springs today, 82 degrees. Back to you.
All right, if you think sibling rivalry is intense at home, just wait until you see it in the kitchen.
Food Network is serving up a brand new competition where siblings team up to become the next generation of baking champions. Let's watch.
Melody, yeah, let's hurry up. So in this challenge, we really need to work on time management because last episode we did not. Melody, I've seen you bake in our house. You take a long time.
I know what I'm doing.
I know what I'm doing. I hear my girls do the same thing. Those are sisters Layla and Melody. They're from right here in LA. They're joining us this morning along with the show's host and judge and a good friend to our show, Duff Goldman. Welcome back. Hello. Of course. This is exciting, isn't it?
Definitely.
Yes.
Is this more nerve-wracking or doing the show?
I don't know.
They're kind of both the same.
Yeah.
We're still on camera.
Yeah, and this is live. This is all live.
Yeah.
So how did you guys start baking and loving putting stuff together and creating together?
So for me, it all started in preschool because for our birthdays, like we made like birthday cakes. And like that, I knew like right away that it was like a passion for me. And like I just kept on starting baking.
So you started it all, then Layla, you started joining your sister.
I joined when I was 11 years old, and I would help her with some of the orders that she got for her baking business.
Wow.
And as she kept getting more orders, I kept on helping her, and that's when I found out that I like to bake.
What business? What baking business? You started a business?
Yeah, I have like a baking business.
Oh my goodness! Like for your neighborhood, or how do people just place an order?
Yeah, on like my social media.
Oh my goodness, so savvy, right? These kids these days. And your
Tell them the handle. What's the handle?
It's Melody's Bakes and Cakes on Facebook,
That's right. She has her
Instagram,
business
YouTube,
card.
and TikTok.
She has her own business card and everything.
Duff, what's it like monitoring kids?
It's really fun. You know, I think I have a brother who's 22 months older than me, and like getting to see these guys in the kitchen doing their thing and the way that they communicate, it's like every sort of pair of siblings has their own language and their own style of communicating, and just like seeing it all, I was like, oh, that's like me and my brother.
Aw,
Yeah.
it's fun watching them, right?
It really is.
As opposed to adults.
I mean, adults are fun, and it's like they do cool stuff, but a lot of times, like when you're critiquing an adult, which is my job to, you know, tell them what I think. You know, you'll see, like, I'll be like, oh, so here's what I thought of your brownie, and they're like,
giving you the side eye.
Yeah, but like the kids are like, tell me more. I want to hear more. Like, I want to make it better. You know, they're a lot more open to it.
Constructive criticism.
Very much.
So what was some of the biggest moments of the show? Like the biggest challenges for you both?
I think definitely time management was a big challenge because in some of the episodes we were a little behind, and it kind of got a little bit stressful.
Like another challenge is that like me, Layla and I are like both bosses, and like since I'm the main baker, I'm like the manager, and like she's like my sous chef, so she's like my employee. So like, but sometimes she would take over.
Because she's older than you too, so that's where the bickering starts, right?
How do you feel about that, Layla? Is it okay that she's the boss?
I think I like to be the boss because, yeah, I like to do things my own way.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I'm impressed that your parents allow you to, first of all, start baking when you were so young and then probably make a mess in the kitchen, right?
Yes, definitely.
Did you learn the most important thing about baking, though?
Yeah.
The cleanup.
Yeah.
Okay, your mom taught you well.
I don't like the cleanup though.
But you have to do it.
Baking.
You got to boss and make Layla do it.
Yeah.
I'm
On
just
the
kidding.
show,
I'm just kidding.
Keep her like organized and section organized.
Yeah, she was cleaning.
Yeah, I was cleaning a lot
okay. Oh, you gave her the dirty job.
Duff, what stands out about this pair to you?
Well, I think one of the most interesting things for all of us was that Melody was a lot younger, right? And like, you know, Melody's like the younger baker, but you know, Sorry, Melody ran that team. Melody was in charge, and it was very obvious that Melody was in charge. And so we're like, wow, Melody's like the younger one, but she's the one in charge and telling Layla what to do. But like Layla, I got to say, you are a great sport. Like you were there, making sure that Melody got across the finish line. Like it was lovely, like seeing.
Layla, it's so important as a big sister to let the younger one have their moment, and that says a lot about you and your character. So I applaud you for that.
Thank you. I love this dynamic.
Yeah,
just from when they walked in, it's so great.
Now imagine 12 teams.
That's a lot. That's a lot. You have a lot of patience.
I do, but I mean, I have a 4-year-old who definitely is, she tries my patience, and so it's good. I feel like all the seasons of Kids Baking Championship and now Baking Championship Next Gen that I've done really prepared me for fatherhood.
Yeah, I believe you, actually. I thank you for bringing in the goodies. They're beautiful. Duff, Melody, Layla, thank you so much.
Nice to meet you.
Best of luck.
Don't miss new episodes of Baking Championship Next Gen Monday at 8 p.m. on Food Network, streaming next day on HBO Max and Discovery Plus. We'll be right back.
Those are so beautiful.
I want to taste one. It looks so good.
Nice job, see? Easy breezy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did great.